What are we doing?
Five Nights at Freddy's? Really?
Believe when I
Did you wait for me to
say trapped 5 nights at Freddy's. Welcome to Trailer Trash, where we got there somehow. I have no idea how we got there. I went down there for a few minutes to check what I'm always checking, and here I am.
I can't believe you guys. That's going to require a little bit of editing to stitch it together, but it'll be worth it.
You think so?
Not that much.
Because is that what you think? Because if that is what you think,
I was never in this episode of Trailer Trash.
5 Nights at Freddy's. I never played this game. I did watch the Nick Cage. We're tying it together. Nick Cage did Willy's Wonderland, which is another one that's kind of
I didn't see that
middle of
one.
the ground.
But that was people in costumes, right?
Yes, there's a twist.
This one's ghosts.
Well, they clearly didn't want to rip off Five Nights at Freddy's, so they gave another reason for the animatronic monsters to come alive. This is a more horror version of it. And Nick Cage doesn't talk that whole movie.
Oh.
No, it's like, it's quirky because he doesn't. So he has to do all facial stuff. It's an interesting little experiment.
Nice.
So it's, Nick Cage slaps all the time. So, I think they kind of got beat to it with maybe a slightly better one.
Well, it's because this was announced, and this was going to be, they were going to throw some money at it. This was a Blumhouse production, I believe. Blumkin House production. And the other one was just like...
The people who brought us Megan?
Well, that's the studio. It's not the same producers.
Yeah, the studio. Studios are people now. You didn't know that?
They are. Yeah. If corporations can be people.
Yeah, studios can be people too. So can YouTube channels. And beers. All right. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Times People of the Year.
Oh, man. Killed a lot of people today.
Yeah. I mean, we started at the bottom of the list, so we'd have to kill our way to the top eventually. Who's left to vote?
Well, I started
It's just
at the
us,
bottom.
and we go against each other.
Yeah, but now the whole team fucking here. Started at the bottom, now we're here.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Why?
Kids.
Why?
Well, destroying stuff's fun.
Oh, they just cut down that tree in fucking England. Yeah, you're right. Teenagers are pricks. They deserve to die. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, every horror movie sort of tins with the fact they deserve this and have it come.
This is why during every lunch break, I go out and I snip random break lines.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy about that for you. It's why I never park near your work.
You shouldn't. Give me your hand, and I'll lead you astray.
It's a security gig.
Matthew Lillard?
Well, I'm sold already. We're going to have Matty Lillard in here.
Well, the first ghost I put in Freddy Fazbear as my son.
Well, considering there's only 5 ghosts in here, and I've dealt with up to 13 previously, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
In my experience, most of the time, ghosts are just people trying to pull real estate scams. There's a lot of Matthew Lillard ghost overlap.
Look, you're fine until you see Ski Ulrich, in which case then we got a completely different franchise.
I'm feeling woozy here, man.
Yeah, probably shouldn't drink at work.
You're not gonna tell my mom, are you? Man, I fucking love Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, I do too.
Our whole generation's sleeping on Matthew Lillard.
Where's our
okay, so
Matthew?
they're ghost children.
Yeah, ghost children.
Possessing robots.
Right.
Okay. Well then do EMPs stop them if they're haunted?
No, because now they're good. Well, you know what though?
They're not on.
So yeah, some kind of energy blast. EMP does produce a shot, an energy wave.
But I don't know if it stops ghosts.
I don't know. And on Peacock on the same day, I don't even have to leave my house.
If what you're saying, fuck this movie. If what you're saying, EMP burst will just like stop a ghost. If we EMP burst the whole world, will everyone just pass out of the afterlife because all the ghosts will be gone? They'll all just dissipate.
Well, ghosts aren't real. EMPs are real.
All right, okay, fine.
But let's go down this thought experiment, because according to Ghostbusters, it's protons, right? So it's light and energy combined that can trap a ghost. So the energy alone probably wouldn't be enough.
Anyway, I know this is an adaptation of a video game, which is probably the exact same premise.
I have watched so many kids
ghost
play this game on their tablets, and all it is checking security screens, and then it says game over.
So it sounds a lot like Among Us and stuff.
No, Among Us is like you run around and stuff. This is literally like you tap. It's like, oh, hold on, there's motion, and you look, and then
maybe
things
it's all
jump
puzzles.
scare. It's all jump scares.
Jump scares and puzzles?
I think so. I don't even know. I don't even know the extent of the puzzles.
It sounds like a fun game, and I'm not blaming the game. The game's not what we're talking about. But you have to. The game has to have some story that's adaptable. And is there a reason why
there are lots of books? There are lots of books that do very well at the book fairs.
Is there a reason the ghosts aren't just trying to kill people as ghosts?
They keep getting interrupted during their musical numbers. So,
can they not interact with people as ghosts? That's why they have to possess things. And our killer robot, and again, they're not really killer robots.
When we
None of those robots can walk independently anyway. Like the animatronic things are strapped to stages.
Well, that's why they're ghosts and not actually robots.
So instead, this crummy, crumbling, right? Animatronic restaurant, this relic from the 80s, has freestanding, walking around, fully operable animatronic robots.
There'll be a scene where they
detach it.
Yeah.
But that's not, they weren't built structurally to support themselves and walk. They don't have feet.
No, they're built on
strapped to gears. Yeah. None of this makes sense. This isn't God's will.
That being said, I feel like this movie's probably about 3 to 4 years too late.
Yes, because Willie already beat it.
Yeah, well, and not only that, but
that's when the game was probably hottest.
Kids used to call it FNAF all the time, and I used to be like, I'm going to go smash my head against the wall because all you kids talk about is FNAF, and then I haven't heard them talk about it in years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't think there's much of a market for this.
Maybe they just don't want you to know about when they talk about FNAF. They're like,
quiet, the guy's coming.
He's going to teach it.
He's going to talk about Silent Hill. We don't even know what that is. So.
Well, back in my age, we had The Suffering, and it was really fucking scary.
I love The Suffering.
I know.
Bring that back.
Bring it back. Make a movie about The Suffering.
Actually, they make plenty of movies involving The Suffering.
You're right.
Listen well, will you marry me? Not now. No, you won't. Suffering.
So
very
many
musical
copyright
episodes,
strikes are gonna happen.
No, they love it when amateurs sing it.
So will you see this movie though?
Probably with you, if at all.
True.
I mean,
we almost probably will. And you're kudos. You're a movie. Yeah. And you're gonna be.
I mean, I saw the Meg 2 with you, and if I saw that with you, I'll see almost anything at this point.
And that'll be sub 90 minutes. And. Listen,
Let's hope.
Your audience is kids. Kids know this. So you're going to have to reckon if this thing's not PG-13, you're going to cut off too much of your audience.
There's no such thing as really PG-13 anymore. You know, they never really take advantage of the 13. Like
it's tits.
No, or like
a
certain amount of violence too. Yeah.
Not really violence. They'll let you kind of as there's a point if you're cartoonishly gorish, sure, but they'll let you show a stab with blood in PG-13.
Show me the violence, right? You don't have to show me gore, but show me the violence. Don't do the cutaway right before contact. I hate that.
If you can't make the kill look good, go ahead and cut away. Just like this.